What has 2021 taught you as a business leader? That's the outline of the question we asked a number of incredible businessmen and women from across the globe. You'll hear from them in just a second, but before we do, I thought I'd quickly share my own thoughts on this question. Community has been so important to Fit Summit and our wider business, not just from a point of our network, but internally as much as externally. We really have bonded as a team through this and gone through the fire. And this tried and tested approach has made sure that we've come out of the other side a lot closer and a lot more understanding. This understanding has led to greater empathy, and I think empathy is another key characteristic that I've learned as a business leader across this pandemic. You're never quite too sure what your employees and indeed your clients are going through on that particular day. There's been many a rough road, and understanding how people get there is really about you taking some time out to understand that today might not be a good day for someone else as it is for yourself. So be patient and be empathetic. The last one is to try and redraw and re-strategize your business in light of what this new marketplace has to offer. Yes, we are digital. Yes, we are community-led, but we're now global, and we have the chance now to build new products, new platforms to engage the wider marketplace. It's important now to take a step away from the business, to work on the business rather than work in the business. I can tell you for one, over the past couple of years, I've been working far too much in the business. It's been necessary, but now as we come out of this pandemic and we all have the opportunity to now look at growth potential, we have to take a step back and we have to take some time out to understand what we can do new, what we can do better, and how we can engage more value in this ever-growing economy of fitness and wellness. Thanks for your time. I'll stop talking and let much better experts than me now take over the mic. Enjoy the feature.
Hello everybody, Dave Mortensen, co-founder with Anytime Fitness. Excited to be here at the Asia Fit Summit. I wish I could be with you guys. Listen, Asia Fit Summit asked me to answer one key question for the group, and that was really, what were the lessons that we learned over 20 and 21 through this pandemic? And it was really around three areas: management, innovation, and culture. And I'll start with management. Management is one thing that we all have, and we have a lot of different priorities in place. But the pandemic taught us one key thing, and that's to focus on the things that are most important. And we decided to switch the way we present everything in every case in our business and really focus on the outcomes we're looking to achieve. So when our teams come to us with a new idea, the first thing we ask is, what outcome are we looking to achieve? And then every time they re-present those ideas, we start with those outcomes to make sure what we are creating is driving the behaviors that we're looking for. The second thing was around innovation. We used to put a bucket of dollars away for innovation, and today we do it completely different. We build our full budget and strategy plan for the year, and then we have case studies built for any innovation that we want to invest in. And those case studies have to move the needle in key areas. One is, what problem are we trying to solve? And then secondarily, does it truly build our brand equity? And that's the innovation and focus, and everyone should be focusing on the different things they should be doing in their innovation area. And last but not least, all of our culture has changed, but who we are hasn't. For us, it's around love work. And for us, it's around our 4 Ps of people, purpose, profits, and play. If you're sitting in this room and you can't define how you deliver on a high performance culture, start right there. If you have a model you're already following, then my suggestion is look at how you are going to build your pillars. For us, people, purpose, profits, and play are going to be built around how do we build a hybrid environment where our teams feel like they're cared about, loved on, and we continue to work together to do the great things that we do in the world. Listen, fitness and health are really, really important. We all love what we're doing. I know you're going to have a great summit, and thanks for giving me the time today.
Hello Fit Summit. My name is Elaine Jobson, and I am the CEO of Jets Fitness here in Australia. Now, like many of you out there, 2021 has been another challenging year here in the industry. Although the cases for COVID have been relatively low here in comparison to the rest of the world, we have still experienced some of the longest lockdowns in the world, with our Victoria clubs being closed for a whopping 330 days. But wherever there is adversity, there are always lessons to be learned. Now, at Jets, we have always invested in our culture, and we believe that happy people equal happy members. And of course, we were very worried about the health of our teams being subjected to such harsh lockdowns, especially with their mental health. So we worked very hard to keep them connected, encourage them to stay active and to support each other. Even through these tough times, our people voted us as one of Australia's best places to work, an award none of us were expecting. And I think this award was a reflection of all of the work that we had done to building a great culture. And that really taught me that culture is about credits in the bank. We went into this with a healthy balance, and that paid us dividends when it came to the trust and our commitments of our people. Now, another lesson I learned was to adopt an infinite mindset. All too often we approach business like a game we need to win, to beat our competitors and to exceed performances. Now, during the tough times of COVID, where we weren't even able to get on the field, never mind winning the game, we learned the valuable lesson of playing to stay in the game, to preserve what we have and to double down on long-term strategies, and to make sure that whatever we do, that we remain within the guardrails of our values. Desperate times do not call for desperate measures. We must always remember who we are. Our whole industry has gone through difficulties, but now is the time for us to all work together to support each other and recover our industry back to full strength. Now, let's face it, the world has never needed physical and mental well-being more than it does right now. Now, we are part of the recovery plan for the whole world. Enjoy the rest of the summit, and we wish you a happy and prosperous 2022.
I think the one thing that 2021 as a business leader has taught us is the importance of making a difference in what we do every single day in work. I think there's been a lot of people that have been furloughed, and although they've been paid to sit at home, it's nowhere near as rewarding as being able to make a difference, not only with our work, but also in the industry. And we have to remember that as an industry, that we are changing lives. We are improving the health of the world. We're making the world a better place. I think it's also important to understand the importance of connections with our staff, so that it's not just a job, but the ability to have that human interaction, that human emotional connection with each other on what they do outside work, inside work, and so that they feel as if they belong. So it reminds you as a business leader to understand the adversity that everyone goes through. It's not all chocolates and roses all the time. Obviously, we've got our business, we've got that we have to focus on, we've got our cash flow that we have to focus on, but it's also our the people that we support and the families that they support, because we help them with work. So I think that's the important thing for us to really remember as leaders, is staying connected with not only our customers but with our employees, so that they feel that they belong and can continue to add value to what they do.
Is 2021 really almost done? I feel like this is going to be one of those like cosmic COVID jokes where it's like, COVID's almost done, then you get variant and it's like, psych! But anyway, hey everyone, my name is Etuk. I am the founder and CEO of FitGrid and the co-founder of BFS, Boutique Fitness Solutions. And I want to thank Blair and Ross for inviting me to give some thoughts on leadership in 2021. Thank you guys. Thank you, Fit Summit. So, biggest business lesson I learned in 2021 is that you really don't do any of this alone. So you really need to celebrate the people who are there, who stick with it with you as you go through, and who help you to get to the other side. We thought we kind of knew that lesson from 2020 because it was such a crazy year that really we banded together and helped each other and support each other through. But at some point in time, we just became resigned to the fact we're just going to keep getting hit and hit and hit. We became numb to the pain. But 2021, that was sort of the year in which we started to see a resurgence. The sun started to come out. We got this summer. Things opened up. But then they closed back down again. The variants sort of hit. And in some ways, that sort of sense of hope and then, wait, but what's happening that almost made it worse. And I can tell you that from my perspective, the only way that I really made it through, because there were days when I woke up and I was just like, oh my God, it's been a year already, a year and a half, and I have no idea what today is going to bring, and I'm just exhausted. I'd rather just stay in bed and binge watch Billions or something like that. That was the sort of thing that I was feeling, until I would get an email from a colleague, a phone call from a family member, a text message from a friend. And that gave me the energy to get up and keep going, keep pushing, keep making it happen. And so what I found was necessary for me, and something I felt great about doing, was to go and to actually celebrate and say thank you to all of those people who were there. And that small thing, that small acknowledgement, that small piece of gratitude, and just putting that out there brought so much back. So much back. Because people just wanted to feel like they were being acknowledged for all the time and the effort and the challenge that they'd been through. And so we found that productivity increased, in the company, and the sense of community and the sense of bonding, and having felt like we'd been through a war together. And then on the other side, we could sort of talk about it. And that was something that I feel like I knew, but it was a lesson relearned. So I offer that to all of you. Please go to the people in your life, go to the people in your companies as a leadership lesson in business and just in life, being a human being. Celebrate the people who made it through with you and who were there for you. I hope you have a happy rest of 2021 and a very happy and prosperous 2022. May it be everything that we hope it can be as we sit here now, and can it be even better than that.
Hello to everyone at the Fit Summit. 2021 is an extension of the challenging year that 2020 was. However, with markets reopening and more people being allowed to live their lives normally again, we see a renewed sense of excitement and hope. So looking at what I've learned at 2021, it involves two major categories. First, of course, is our members and our consumers, and the second is the staff. Members and consumers want more options, and rightly so. With health and safety being the priority, COVID really fast-tracked the growth of the fitness industry by at least a decade, as everyone realized how important health and wellness are. Brick-and-mortar gyms especially had to learn to adapt to the growing need. Hybrid memberships are the future, and having options work out on location, on demand, and on the go isn't just a want anymore. It's a very valid need in the new normal. And this brings us to another learning from our members, which actually involves results. Attrition rates are not only credited to the loss of engagement, but also due to the lack of results. Members want to see the results they came in for, period. Now, this may be an oversimplification, but it's a basic tenet that needs to be done to improve our members' lives and, in turn, our business. With the transparency on the member journey, the member digital fitness footprint, results-based training, and sharing accountability both ways, we can bring the fitness industry to a whole new level. Now, the second category involves staff, and that really boils down to four major points. So quickly, the first point, you have to be able to value and appreciate your staff. Keeping an eye on your team's well-being has always been important, but COVID has highlighted this necessity even more. Now, pandemic or not, people have always and will always be the core of each company. We put so much effort into getting things done, but sometimes we forget that people are the ones that get things done. The implications of COVID, the confined personal situations, and just general stresses have increased the rates of burnout. So a regular check-in, both from a personal and a business point of view, is critical. Because when you're in good spirits and in good health, and when you feel appreciated and feel valued, we become more resilient and focused. So take care of your team and yourself. And guys, remember, it's a marathon. The second point is on communication. Now, I've seen how the smallest miscommunication can lead to big setbacks. To avoid these mishaps, keep discussions going until you're sure that everyone is on the same page. And guys, remember, people value honesty over corporate gibberish. So speak openly, speak clearly, and honestly about the issues at hand. Third, be flexible and creative. Don't be held by convention or what was done in the past. It's a new world with new challenges. Solve for root cause problems and adapt. And lastly, mission, visions, and principles. Don't abandon your mission in the midst of a crisis. More than just words on paper, they make you who you are, and they're more important than ever. So guys, to finish off, I'd like to wish everyone who's watching this video a happy, healthy, and prosperous 2022.
So what a tough question. What has 2021 taught me as a business leader? I'll give you three things. First, it's that innovation is not something that happens when the world gets turned upside down. It is something that should happen every day to ensure that your world does not get turned upside down, or at the very least, so that you have a better chance of surviving if it does. Next, it taught me that curiosity is more than asking questions. It's asking questions to expose your blind spots, as Diana Candor puts it in the book, The Curiosity Muscle. You have to drop your expertise at the door, and I know that is tough. You have to ask questions not with the intent to prove that your approach or solution is right, but to figure out what you could and should be testing to serve your clients better. Finally, it taught me that doubling down on service is important. You may have the answers, but your clients are the only true experts on themselves. So experimenting every day with how you can truly show up and do what it is that they need, what they have articulated they need, is where it's at. Oh, and a bonus one. If you're relying on social media as your only marketing strategy, you will never realize your full potential. Get back to the basics in marketing with networking, direct outreach, and keep in touch. Here's to a great 2022. I have no doubt it's going to be full of big things and increased impact.
Three conclusions about this challenging 2021. First, about our mission. Our mission is to help people be more healthy, beautiful, and successful. And I believe this mission is more important than ever, because during these last times, people realize that they need to train regularly, they need to take care about their health, and that's about our business. Secondly, about our strategy. We made important conclusion that we should not be just club or chain of the past fantastic clubs. We should be part of people's lives. With our different services, our digital services, we need to be part of people's lives and help them with our mission. And thirdly, it's about people. We are in people business, and with this new leadership during challenging times, you need to develop your leadership skills. You need to learn from others, exchange best practices, learn, develop yourself as a leader. And with that, I would like to congratulate everybody that we are in our industry who are implementing this great mission. I would like to wish everybody successful next year. I wish we overcome all difficulties and keep growing our customer base and our revenues and profits. Good luck to everybody.
Hello everyone. I hope you are enjoying and benefiting from the excellent Health, Fitness and Wellness Summit. So the question, what has 2021 taught me as a business leader? My initial response to that question is patience. Patience as we work through the continued and unexpected challenges and changes. As we focus on the one hand on developing and building the long-term strategy, endeavoring to future-proof our organization for the unexpected and prepare for our expansion, whilst on the other hand, we work on the more immediate fix, recovering, stabilizing, addressing our new daily reality and consumer expectations caused by the pandemic, but also accelerating all those online solutions and new business models. So patience, I learned, is key. Next, I'd say I have a renewed appreciation for the value of strategic partnerships. Partnerships with like-minded brands that have complementary objectives. We all know they can help us reach a broader audience and offer something new to our consumers. For example, Curve's partnership with menopause experts groups is just a natural marriage of brands, and the synergy that's created has mutual benefits. So it's revisiting the fact that when we trustingly align for the mutual advantage of each other, we can save valuable resources, including our time and energy. Also, I would say that 2021 has increased the value I placed on the need to create a culture of creativity within our organization. Especially now do we need creativity, not only for survival, for success, but our own sanity and even serenity. Not only does creativity go hand in hand with problem solving, but it helps us see those all-important opportunities around us. So for me, 2021 more than ever has crystallized that we are responsible for our own success, and it has built in us a strength of character. As we move into 2022, personally, I intend to learn from the collective lessons that have been so generously shared today, and of course I hope you'll join me. And I want to take this opportunity to wish everyone attending the very best for 2022. Thank you.
What has 2021 taught me? Well, it's most certainly taught me that I could write a book on it. But most importantly, it's taught me about my vision, my values, and my integrity. My vision, my values, and my integrity have led to victory. It's also taught me the importance of collaborating with those in your network. It's taught me that stepping up to be a leader is okay, even when you don't know what the possible outcome might be. To grab the hands of those around you, to teach them that embracing change is okay, and to lead them on a journey where both of you or many of you don't know what the outcome will be. It's taught me that you have to hold on to your strong beliefs and to keep working on culture, to keep working on community, and to keep working on the best possible human being that you can be. Sometimes we succeed, sometimes we learn a little bit more, and sometimes we take a step back, take a step forward, and we go again. It's also taught me the importance of adapting to change within our business models, that innovation is going to lead us to a journey that the outcome will be successful. But most importantly, it's taught me about friendship, trusting others, and to be that person that you want to be, and that is okay. To have a vision that is bigger than you ever thought possible, but at the same time, again, to embrace change, to grab the hand of others, to adapt to change within your business, to be innovative, to always think outside the square, and to always put yourself out there and be a little bit vulnerable. In 2022, I wish nothing but success for everybody in this industry that I absolutely love and extremely passionate about. In 2022, I hope to cross the waters and to catch up with many of you in Asia. In 2022, I wish you nothing but the best. But remember, value, vision, and integrity. I promise it will lead you to victory. Work with your peers, work with your network, collaborate, grab your community, embrace it, embrace change, and success is just a step away. Have a wonderful 2022.
What has 2021 taught me as a business leader? It's tough to actually remember when 2021 started, but it feels like the last 12 to 18 months at least have done more to strengthen our conviction on a few fundamental human traits than teach us new things. At least that's how I've experienced it in my series of experiences recently. If I had to just pick a few, to me there's no doubt it starts with we are undeniably a social creature, and a pretty complex one too. While there are so many advantages and benefits to reduce mobility requirements, which we've all gone through and many people across friends and clients hope some of these realities stick, we've never seen lower satisfaction and inspiration across the workplace. I've had the chance to see this with many clients across industries. When it comes to exercise and fitness, to make it relevant for this group, while at-home solutions help to overcome so many of the barriers to a healthier lifestyle that all of our members would state to us of like, hey, here's why I didn't go to the gym today, the great majority of people still couldn't wait to go back to their gyms and studios, running groups, and sport teams. I couldn't be more convinced exercise routines will be more diverse than ever going forward, not just digital. As a second one, I'd probably go to the fact that we benefit as a society from learning how to impose forcing mechanisms on ourselves when change is needed. And there's no better case to push the experimentation than combating climate change. And what I mean by that is there are so many things we wanted to do or we had started to do as a society were let whatever friction, whatever excuse get in the way or explain the pace of why it was so slow. But when pushed with a reality or with a challenge outside of our control, in this case a virus, we actually got to action and got things done a lot quicker and better. I think digital adoption would be the case that probably for most businesses or most business leaders what they would have witnessed over the last few years. So as I think about this going forward, for me the learning is if there's something that's important to our business, to our clients, and in humility and realisticness, we think it will be tough to change. Maybe being creative and imposing a forcing mechanism of some sort might be helpful. And then lastly, I'll dedicate this one to the fitness and exercise, if you want, industry, which has been particularly inspirational. And to me, the learning is people working in fitness industry really do care about their clients, their customers. It has been absolutely inspirational to me to see how these businesses have responded to the challenges we face, starting right from the start from we don't know if it's a good idea or not, but people can't come see us to move anymore, let's go to them, creating in very creative ways everything they could to help people work out in their homes, mobilizing it as an industry in order to solve probably one of the toughest curveballs that 90% of the players could face. And that's fantastic, right? For having the chance to work with many different clients, the outperformers have a commitment and a pride and a good culture and an ability to explain why they do what they do. And that's one of the reasons why I continue to be inspired by the potential continued success of this industry. Those are probably the top three learnings that come to mind.